From the pit to the promise, I'm rising today. Holy Ghost fire burning the grave, close away. What the enemy meant for my burial ground became the altar where your glory came down. From the pit to the promise, I'm not who I was, I'm covered in mercy, I'm carried by love. I'm carried by love. Let me tell you about a man who laid his head down in the den of lions, in the dark underground. No angel announced it, no trumpet, no sign, just a soul surrendered to a God so divine. He didn't perform, it didn't hustle or strive, he just opened his window and stayed fully alive. Got down on his knees like he always had done, breathed the name of the Father, the Spirit, the Son. While the king walked the marble, sleepless and torn, Daniel rested in peace through that long restless storm. Because there's a quiet the world cannot give or explain. It walks straight into the fire and whispers your name. It's the lion's den peace, beloved, it's real. It's the hand of your Father reminding you still, child, I clothe the fields in gold every single dawn. You were never forgotten, I was never gone. The pit to the promise, I'm rising today. Holy Ghost fire burning the grave, close away. What the enemy meant for my burial ground became the altar where your glory came down. From the pit to the promise, I'm not who I was, I'm covered in mercy, I'm carried by love. I'm carried by love. Now let me speak to the one who is hiding the scars, who has stayed in the shadows watching from afar, who built walls out of heartbreaking rules out of pain, and learned how to smile while the wounds stayed the same. Trauma is clever, it dresses you up, makes you look like you're standing when you're running on empty and stuck. It hands you a checklist and says this is your worth, but God never asked for performance on earth. He's not standing at heaven's gate grading your soul. He doesn't need your constructed version, polished and whole. He just wants your heart cracked open and raw, still beating, still breathing, still reaching and all. Because Daniel didn't scheme when they sealed up the stone. He didn't negotiate, didn't bargain or groan. He believed, just believed, and that was enough for the God who shuts lying mouths to show up. From the pit to the promise, I'm rising today. Holy Ghost fire to burn in the grave, close away. What the enemy meant for my burial ground became the altar where your glory came down. From the pit to the promise, I'm not who I was, I'm covered in mercy, I'm carried by love. Oh, those scars on your hands, they don't disqualify you, beloved. They are proof that the enemy tried his best and still couldn't finish you. John the Baptist gave everything, and heaven called it faithfulness. What looked like abandonment to the world was glory being written in the wilderness. So rise up from the ashes. The grave never wins. Your scars are your story. Revival begins. The Spirit is moving. He's calling your name. From the pit to the promise, you will never be the same. From the pit to the promise, I'm rising today. Holy Ghost fire burning the grave, close away. What the enemy meant for my burial ground became the altar where your glory came down. From the pit to the promise, I'm not who I was, I'm covered in mercy, I'm carried by love. I'm carried by love. Can you feel that shifting? Something deep in the atmosphere is turning over, like soil before a harvest rain, like midnight bowing to morning, like a stone rolling away from a sealed up grave. That weary, smoke-stained traveler who whispered into the dark, morning even know my name? Morning knows. Morning has always known. You are not the broken version. You are not the performing version. You are not the version that believed the pit was permanent. You are a son. You are a daughter. You carry the name of the one who parts seas, shuts lions' mouths, and calls dead things back to life, and calls them beautiful. Revival is not only coming to cities. It is not only coming to churches and nations and stages. It is coming to you right now, in this very breath. From the pit to the promise, from the storm to the calm, from the chains to the wide open road of freedom, you are free. Now walk in it, beloved. Now walk in it. So Daniel prospered. 3 quiet words. The loudest Holy Ghost shout you will ever hear.